Tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14.
You're watching the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14.
Right now at 7, the city of Joplin is reminding residents of their storm shelter policy after Monday's storms.
Also, many Southwest Missouri residents are still dealing with power outages after Monday's tornado.
And it's a much calmer day for us today. We've got sunny skies and decent temperatures. And it's going to stay that way, at least for a little bit. We'll have a look at that forecast, get you out the door. Coming up.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Well, good morning and welcome to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. I'm Elise Snowy.
I'm Chris Warner. It is just after 7 a.m. on this Thursday morning.
Yes,
it's been Thursday. A long 2 weeks for everybody.
Track, yeah.
Take a look at this.
Look at what we got.
We have a new couch. It's in several pieces.
It is.
I don't mean that it's broken. Okay, that made it sound like it's like it
we haven't broken it quite yet. No.
No, it's we have a new couch. It's large. It's one of those. What do they call this? A sectional?
It's not exactly a sectional because it's just a circle.
I'm not a furniture expert.
Moon.
It's a it's a half moon.
Here, yeah.
So yeah, I'm not an expert in furniture. Like Elise said, that's why we work here. But it's a nice. It's nice. It's new.
Soft.
It's soft. It's soft and firm all at the same time. Fantastic couch. I like this couch.
Absolutely.
It's a good couch, and a lot of folks probably slept on the couch in some cases over the last few nights, keeping an eye on these storms, and finally getting an opportunity to clean up and clear out.
And with that severe weather affecting our area this week, administrators in Carthage and Joplin are opening up and going more in depth about the storm shelters provided by the district.
KOAM's Anthony Saviello shares how the shelters operate and when the public has access to them.
When storms roll through our area like the ones we experienced earlier this week, it's important to know where your safe place is and to have a plan. For many people in our area, their safe place is our schools.
We are excited to be able to offer this to our community, and we think it's a great service. Just this week alone, we had over 306 community members utilize our safe rooms and our community shelters. So we're proud of that and we're happy for that.
Dr. Holly Goodnight says she understands the importance of having community storm shelters available, especially after storms like the one our area experienced on Monday. But what is the basis for the shelters to be open?
The safe room is open when the National Weather Service issues a tornado warning or a severe weather event with the excess of 75-mile-an-hour winds.
That policy is similar to the Joplin School District. However, the Joplin system is automated and activates in 3 different instances.
If a tornado warning is issued. The second is if the sirens, the City of Joplin turned on the sirens, then we will automatically initiate all of our safe rooms to open up just like we did Friday. And then the third is if we are watching the weather closely. I'm in constant communication with our emergency manager and our school safety coordinator, so we're always on the phone talking. If we think there is a tornado in any neighboring county or a severe thunderstorm to a point where it could possibly turn into a tornado in a neighboring county, we will automatically open our safe rooms at that point as well.
The Joplin School District followed that policy Monday night when a tornado warning was issued in Cherokee County and Jasper County. Both administrators say the plans they have in place are the best plans for the safety of the community.
From the research we've done since 2014, since we've opened them, between the usage and the supervision of them and the number of times they've been utilized, and like I said, the research we've done, we felt this is the best plan.
I can tell you on the days that there are weather events that are predicted by the Weather Service that we're on the phone with our emergency managers, we're on the phone with our other school districts in our area.
Reporting in Jasper County, Anthony Saviello, KOAM News.
The Webb City School District also released a statement saying they will open its community shelter before the outdoor warning sirens are sounded.
And this will occur when Webb City is in the projected path of a National Weather Service issued tornado warning or severe weather event with life-threatening winds. And of course, that's a policy in a number of communities too. They'll sound the sirens when those straight line winds are in excess of 75 miles an hour because that can be damaging enough.
Yes, absolutely.
An
important reminder because lots of communities really depend on these storm shelters. So
Right. Before the Joplin tornado, we didn't have anything like this, and it's a great resource for the community. So make sure you know where your closest one is as well, so you can get there as safely as possible. The good news is we're not going to need to take shelter at all for the next few days, which is good. We're going to finally catch up a little bit from all this severe weather. Let's start with a look outside from our camera on top of the Cornell complex in downtown Joplin. We look good. We got clear skies, sun is rising. We're going to have some gusty winds occasionally. And temperature's not bad today either. MoDOT camera, 32nd in range line. A few more cars on the road, of course, as we're getting our morning commute underway, and we're not having to throw on the wipers or delay that commute due to severe weather. We are calm, we are quiet, we are good. Skywatch Storm Tracker, clear of anything. And it's going to remain that way for the next few days out there. The one thing it hasn't been clear of lately is storm reports. All these blue circles, look at all of these blue circles, and even look up at Kansas City. All of these are large hail reports. Then we have the brown circles here, these orange circles. They are wind damage reports. So right now, a number of wind damage reports around the Miami area into Ottawa County. But remember, like with the Joplin tornado Monday night, it was all wind damage reports because as it rolled through the city, we didn't really have any good visual confirmation of a tornado. And then survey teams determined that's what happened. So we'll see what survey teams say out in Ottawa County around the Miami area. However, we did have chasers on that storm. They did confirm a tornado in Monette with damage in the city, and they confirmed a tornado just south of Verona. And you see the wind damage reports in between. So again, survey teams will be out today surveying this damage, making final determinations as to exactly what these storms brought across the area. And again, thankfully, we are going to be calm for a little bit. We need an opportunity. We got to catch up. We got to clean up and start doing repairs before we see more storms, which we do have more storms in the forecast next week. We got 50s for most of us out there. In fact, all of us now. We did have some cool spots, Carthage, Independence, Sedan, but all of us now into the low to mid 50s, and that's ahead of an absolutely beautiful day. Sunny skies. We're looking at northeast winds, occasionally gusting upwards of 20. Temperatures about average, right around the mid 70s out there. So make sure you enjoy it, or for those of you doing recovery, you've got time. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be able to get out there and start cleaning up and doing repairs. We do, again, have more thunderstorm chances as we head into the next work week. We'll take a look at that full forecast here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, thanks, Chris. Well, some property owners in both southwest Missouri and in northeast Oklahoma have dealt with the damage left by yesterday afternoon storms. In the Monette, Missouri area, dozens of trees are down and businesses are dealing with power outages as crews repair electric lines. Some buildings are damaged, including a McDonald's and a Walmart. Authorities have closed some roads, and officials say the cleanup could take weeks. The neighboring community of Aurora also has some damage. The storm heavily damaged this home south of Miami, Oklahoma. This is on 130th Road. A couple who lived in the home say they took shelter in a closet and no one was hurt. Family and friends were gathering at the scene to help recover what they could. The storm also heavily damaged this home near Miami, Oklahoma. This is an image from the scene yesterday on 120th Road. At least a couple of other homes on this same road have relatively minor damage. Those are east of the Dollar General on East Street Southwest. And the storm also damaged an outbuilding and uprooted some trees. We don't know of any injuries. Some electric customers in the Joplin area are still dealing with power outages caused by Monday's storm. KOAM's Amber Jenkins spoke to a local restaurant about how the outage affected business.
Liberty Utilities' Facebook page reports that during the height of the storm, more than 17,000 customers did not have power. According to Liberty Utilities' outage map, more than 100 customers are still experiencing outages Wednesday afternoon. A local restaurant in one of the outage areas says their power returned, but not in time to save some ingredients.
The power had returned last night around 7 p.m. So everything seemed to be back on and working. Unfortunately, we had to clean up before we opened and all that. We lost some food and stuff, but that's things like that happen.
Although the power returned, the restaurant's complimentary Wi-Fi for customers did not work until 17 hours later. The owner says business is getting back to normal thanks to customer support and understanding.
Today, majority of our customers are back, came back and just to support us. They understand how local businesses work, so.
Reporting in Duquesne, Amber Jenkins, KOAM News.
And Zika says this is the first time they lost power at their Duquesne location since opening in 2015. And those are our top news stories this half hour. Coming up next, you're invited to the annual Tower to Tower Run happening this weekend. And later, a Texas cowboy takes time to teach students about the cowboy life. Before we head to break, here's a live look at the Baxter Springs Veterans Memorial.
At Aaron Saxon Associates.
Welcome back. Carthage Water and Electric is excited to invite you to this year's Tower to Tower Run. Megan Milliken, one of the run's organizers, is with us to share how you can participate in the run and how you can help spread the importance of water. Welcome. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. So you want to talk to me a little bit about the run and also the 1 mile fun and walk.
Yeah, so the Tower to Tower Run is a run that we started about 6 years ago. One of our water managers came up with the idea for it, and we've ran with it ever since. It's been fun. Yeah, so we have a 5K option. We also have a 1 mile fun walk or run. You can do either. They'll all be timed. And all proceeds go to Water for People, which is an organization that promotes the development of high quality drinking water all over the world.
Absolutely. Can you talk to me a little bit more about Water for People and what it does specifically for the community of Carthage?
Yeah, so Water for People is a global organization. So it's not a local organization that we're benefiting, but we are so blessed with a reliable, safe water supply in Carthage. So this is just a way we're able to give back globally.
Wonderful. And then talk to me more about this event, the date and the time. I know it's going to be this Saturday, exciting. Yes. And with the weekend that we've had, I'm sure people are looking for a community event to bring people together. Yes, definitely. A little bit of a fun event to wrap up the week. So Saturday, May 11th, 8 a.m. At the South Water Tower, so right across from the high school, 826 George Phillips Boulevard. That parking lot is where it'll start. It starts at the South Tower, wraps around our historic Main Street Tower, and then back around to the South Tower. So it's a pretty morning. It's a fun event, and we just invite the community to come out and support. Absolutely. And is there still room for participants to take part in this run and the walk? Definitely. So you can register on, we have registration links on our website, cwep.com, and on our Facebook event page. You can go to Carthage Water and Electric Plant. We've got a Tower to Tower event, and you can also register up until the morning of. You can walk up and register until 7:45. So come out and join us. It's not too late, and we hope to see everybody there. Absolutely. And these are timed events. So can you talk to me if there's any prizes for any of the participants? Yeah. So we have age categories from 0 to 5 up to 80 plus. Okay, yeah. So we've got a 93-year-old runner. He comes every year, and we're excited. Wonderful. Yes. So top awards for runners in each age category, and then we have an overall male and female award, and then all participants will get a finisher medal as well. So wonderful. Something for everyone. Absolutely. Yes. Well, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Thank you. Remember that the Tower to Tower Run is this Saturday at 8 a.m. Stick around. We'll be back with weather right after this.
Are you tired of feeling cramped?
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News, 7:17, almost 7:18 on this Thursday morning. This is a live look from our camera on top of the Cornell Complex, downtown Joplin. Sun is rising, skies are clear, and wind's not that bad. We'll have those occasional gusts upwards of about 20 miles an hour out of the northeast. As we look at MoDOT camera, 32nd and Range Line, again, also clear skies out there. Folks getting their day underway on what is going to be a considerably calmer day for us across the area. And we're going to get a bit of a break the next few days. Plentiful sunshine also from the KDOT camera on 69 just south of Pittsburgh. Our camera, 7th and Range Line, plentiful sunshine and clear skies as well. It is 51 in Joplin, so we've got a bit of a cool start out there. Had some temperatures in the upper 40s earlier, but we're starting to see more of those low to mid 50s across the area, and we'll gradually begin to warm to about average today. In fact, we'll have those sunny skies through the morning hours, 71 by 11 o'clock this morning, ahead of highs approaching the mid 70s, maybe even a couple of upper 70s out there with those clear skies through the day. Again, it is going to be a beautiful one. Just again, northeast winds occasionally gusting to 20, so we finally get an opportunity to relax And for those of you affected by the storms, and there are many of you affected by the storms, you get a good opportunity to do some cleanup and some repair work out there without being interrupted by morning or afternoon thunderstorm chances. We're going to stay calm. Clear skies through the evening and into the overnight hours as well. Another cool one, upper 50s and maybe some low 50s, maybe some upper 40s. Now, as we head into next week, some notes. Number one, at this point, unlike some of the events we've had over the last couple of weeks, there is nothing in the long-range data that is screaming severe weather event next week, which is good news. A couple of those events over the last couple of weeks, several days out, the model data was saying this is going to be a pretty nasty event. That's not the case with the thunderstorms next week, but we are still in severe weather season, so we'll want to watch the data as we get closer just to ensure. But we'll keep an eye on these thunderstorm chances regardless. As we start our Monday, thunderstorms to start Monday, they'll continue into the afternoon and into the evening. Most of our Monday is going to be thunderstorm activity out there. By Tuesday, we will clear out. We are partly cloudy. We'll be warmer, upper 70s. Then we have another disturbance coming in. So this is Tuesday, 10 o'clock, just off to our northwest as we go overnight into early Wednesday morning. Another round of scattered showers and thunderstorms, and these will be on again, off again thunderstorm chances throughout the day on Wednesday. However, Wednesday triggers a 2-day event of thunderstorm chances as they'll continue into the overnight hours and into our Thursday as well. Now, in between thunderstorms, you may have noticed the temperature jump to around 80. They're going to be scattered on Wednesday, so we'll have opportunities to warm up out there and get a little bit on the muggy side as well. Thunderstorm chances continue throughout the day for us on our Thursday. We're a little cooler tomorrow, low 70s. Then we warm back up, upper 70s into the weekend, maybe a stray evening shower or two on Sunday. Got those thunderstorms Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Again, upper 70s Tuesday, Wednesday, mid 70s on Thursday, mid 70s again next Friday, but we clear out by next weekend again. We'll be in the low 80s by next Saturday. That's a check of your forecast. We're back with more of the KOAM Morning News right after this.
This Memorial now at Denver Mattress.
What may not be a job for everyone, but for one Texas cowboy, it's a passion.
For Jared, imparting the history of cowboying is just as important as being one.
Every day starts the exact same way for Jared Howard.
Come on, grooming, cleaning, and feeding.
A brush and a saddle are all he needs for work. Every day, spending hours and hours on his farm as the owner of 2R Equine, an equestrian center in Fort Worth.
I can come out here and shovel poop for 8 hours and just be, perfect.
It's a legacy he's working to create as a cowboy. And for the last 2 years, he's taught everything from rehabbing horses to riding lessons.
This is where I get my high. Coming out here, even though I'm in the middle of the city, I'm in the middle of nowhere.
And in every single class, he also teaches a little history lesson that some people might not be aware of. Howard says the history of the cowboy runs deep, very deep in black history.
A lot of people think this is new to us, and that's the furthest thing from the truth.
The black cowboy is a key part of American history and Texas history. From pioneers like Bill Pickett to Bass Reeves, Howard hopes to walk in those footsteps, to expose the younger generations to a different culture or career path.
This gives those younger generations something to do other than going and dealing dope.
Because on farms just like his, there's a need for more black cowboys.
It teaches things like responsibility. It teaches you an appreciation for nature.
And Dia Berry Mitchell backs up that claim. She's a historian, and her ancestors are cowboys. She says in the early 19th century, black cowboys in the West worked as ropers, trail cooks, wranglers, even bronco busters. It's a culture Mitchell says should be continued.
Because we weren't given our full respects during that time, I think today it would be truly significant to have continued that tradition.
And Howard is a prime example because his legacy starts every single day on this farm.
Well, quite a cool story of that guy. I liked learning about him. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And a lot of important history lessons out there as well.
Yeah, for sure. Well, coming up, a Webb City firefighter hangs up his helmet. KOAM's Fernanda Silva shares his story.
And weather considerably calmer across the area. An opportunity to clean up and do some repair work out there. We'll have another look at your forecast when we come back.
Looking to update your lip finds in our boutique? Come on in and discover something special today.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Welcome back to the KOA Morning News on Fox 14. It's currently 7:29. I'm Elise Snowy. It was a National Ride Your Bike to School Day yesterday, and students who are a part of the Cecil Floyd Bike Bus group in Joplin had the opportunity to commemorate the day while celebrating their accomplishment of reaching over 2,000 miles ridden to the school this academic year. Friends and family of the riders were encouraged to bring cowbells and signs to cheer them on.
It's very important. When the kids are in the backseat of a car, they don't learn those things. They're just watching out the window, or they're playing on their iPads or something. They're not paying attention to the ways of the road. And I think it's important to teach them early when they're riding to follow the traffic laws so they understand how to be safe, what's going on around them, listening, looking out for each other as well.
All of the kids who participated received medals for their accomplishments. The Carthage Chamber of Commerce held their annual Empowering Women in Business conference yesterday. More than 100 women from all over the area took part. The event featured national power coaching and author Anita Brooks. Participants also took the opportunity to learn about lessons from a panel discussion on mother-daughter business partners.
By listening to the women here in town and those that attend these events and what they would like to hear and can leave feeling empowered, we go out and we seek those individuals that can bring that to the table.
The conference marked the second year for the event. Now here's Chris with a look at the forecast.
Yeah, we've got a considerably calmer day out there for us, and the good news is this isn't just one day of calmer weather. We've got a few days of calmer weather, an opportunity to catch up, clean up, and start fixing up after all these storms we've had over the last couple of weeks. MoDOT camera 30-second range line looking fairly good. We've got clear skies. Skywatch Storm Tracker is also clear, and it will remain that way at least through the majority of our Sunday. Could see a stray shower Sunday evening. The only thing it's not clear of, but will eventually be, is storm reports. All these blue circles are large hail reports, and we have a number of wind damage reports as well. A number of wind damage reports around Miami and into Ottawa County as well. National Weather Service survey teams will be out undoubtedly surveying all of the damage from the storms and making some determinations. But similar to Joplin, again, remember, all we had were wind damage reports in Joplin. Survey team had to come out and make that official call as to what happened. So we'll see what the survey team say about the damage near Miami. However, chasers on these storms did confirm a tornado in Monette, resulting in damage within the city out there. Wind damage reports going into Barry and Lawrence County, and then this one here, south of Verona, another confirmed tornado report just south of Verona. More damage out there. But again, National Weather Service survey teams will be out assessing this damage and giving some final reports and official details on exactly what these storms did as they rolled through the area yesterday afternoon and evening. Temperatures out there, a bit of a cool start for some of us, but otherwise not too bad. We are sitting into the low to mid 50s across the area. We've got sunny skies today. We'll have northeast winds occasionally gusting upwards of 20 miles an hour. Otherwise, temperatures right about average, sitting about the mid 70s for us. We do have thunderstorm chances returning to our forecast as we head into next week. We'll have all the details on that in the full forecast here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
Thanks, Chris. Well, after more than 40 years of serving the community, a Webb City firefighter will retire next week. KOAM's Fernanda Silva spoke with him.
Soon, Jackie Clark's picture will leave this wall where the current crew is featured and will go to this one next to other fellow retired firefighters.
It's scary and excited at the same time. It's like if anything's going to happen, usually happens the last few days.
Clark doesn't have too many reasons to be superstitious. His very first day of work was a Friday the 13th, but even though some bad memories still haunt him. And
she's conscious, really bad shape. And her screaming my name, telling me not to let her die. I occasionally still hear that in the middle of the night.
He had a successful, beautiful career. Clark is the third longest-serving firefighter in the history of the department. He has done it all, from delivering babies to saving lives and houses. years also filled with some great memories.
I love the school tours. See, on my shift, the kids come in, we'll set up one of the hoses, 1 3/4 line, and let them spray water.
Those days were especially fun for Clark's daughter.
You got to be the cool kid because your dad's spraying the water hose.
His retirement brings mixed feelings.
I know how much my dad loves to be a fireman, and that's like such a huge part of his identity.
It's going to be hard for me to turn loose. I won't have my radio. I get all the 911 alerts in the city on my phone. Well, that'll go away.
But the Webb City Fire Department will still hear from him.
When we run through the neighborhood, all the dogs start howling. Well, I'm going to be the one sitting on the porch when the fire truck goes by howling. Yeah.
In Webb City, Fernanda Silva, KOAM News.
An incredible career. Clark says he now hopes to enjoy his cars, travel with his wife, and work on some honeydews. And that's a look at our top news stories coming up this half hour on the KOAM Morning News. A Texas man made his way to Barnesdall, Oklahoma to help bring comfort and hope to those coping after Monday's tornado. We'll be right back, but first, here's a live look from the Baxter Springs Veterans Memorial.
How does this place? It's Casey's. For a limited time, get medium fountain drinks for just 99 cents.
In Consumer Watch this morning, an online therapy company is notifying customers of potential refunds after settling a data privacy case. The FTC says it first charged BetterHelp for sharing customers' health data with advertisers in 2023. The company began sending out refund notices to current and former users. The $7.8 million settlement will be split evenly among recipients with equal about $10 for each user. The FTC says refunds will be sent by June 10th. Production for a long-running Chevrolet model is coming to an end. General Motors says it's shutting down production of the Chevrolet Malibu to make room in its Kansas City, Kansas plant for new electric vehicles. The company has sold more than 10 million Malibus globally since it was first released in 1964. The end of Malibu production makes the Corvette's Chevrolet last gas-powered car. The CDC issues new rules to prevent dogs with rabies from entering the U.S. Under the updated regulations, all dogs that enter the country must be at least 6 months old, microchipped, have a valid rabies vaccine, or the owner must verify that the dog has not been in a country where they have rabies. These new rules apply to owners traveling with their pets and dogs brought in by rescue groups or breeders. Vaccination has largely eliminated the disease in dogs in the U.S., but since 2015, 4 rabid dogs have been identified entering the country. California lawmakers are working to decide whether the state will implement a price gouging penalty aimed to hold oil companies accountable for spiking gas prices. The law was at the center of a special session that California Governor Gavin Newsom called last year in response to high gas prices. As Ashley Savala reports, in a commission hearing on Tuesday, there were many questions about how the law could impact the market and gas prices.
This is one of the most important charts.
California lawmakers checking in on the state's new law that attempts to hold oil companies accountable for spiking gas prices.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that your assessment so far did not indicate any clear evidence of price gouging in this marketplace. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Siva Gunda, the vice president of the California Energy Commission, told the key committee in the state Senate, while there's no evidence of price gouging, oil companies are profiting off of price spikes. The commission is deciding if it will set a profit limit and potential penalty on oil companies that make too much money off of California drivers. Gunda faced many questions about how this could impact the market and gas prices.
We are still in the process of evaluating the opinions of the experts we have.
Okay.
Currently, what we understand is there's a divergence of opinion.
Oil industry leaders warned a profit cap and penalty could drive refiners out of state and limit the state's supply. Democrats split.
Some of us come from very disadvantaged communities. These are the consumers that are going to really bear the brunt of the cost hikes.
I think personally that the oil companies, the four major companies that control our refinery market here, are manipulating prices.
Even a state lawmaker from Arizona stopped in to say this would have a negative impact beyond California.
Now, we all need each other. We need you for fuel. You need us for electricity, right? We all have to work together in the West.
The leader of the Western States Petroleum Association echoing this.
I really would like to get back to where we worked together to solve problems. In this state, we used to do that. And right now, it's just political rhetoric and division.
The commission is set to vote on whether to implement the profit limit and cap before the end of the year. Those are our top stories. Consumer Watch this morning. Now let's take a look at the market prices before the opening bell.
Get hooked on a big win this May at Riverbend Casino Hotel.
Bad boy, Mo with an attitude.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. It is about to be 7:44 on this Thursday morning, and this is a live look outside from our camera on top of the Cornell Complex. Looking great out there. Plentiful sunshine and clear skies. Clear skies visible from the MoDOT camera 32nd and range line, and ample sunshine south of Pittsburgh on the KDOT camera on 69 just south of town there. And that is because we've got, well, ample sunshine across the entire area this morning. 51 in Joplin, a bit of a cool start. And as we look at temperatures around the region, we've got everybody now into the 50s, but Miami taking the trophy as the warm spot, already up to 60 this morning. As the sun continues to climb higher into the sky, we will warm rather nicely today. Sunny skies through the morning, 71 by 11 o'clock this morning. The only thing we're going to have to contend with today is occasional northeast wind gusts upwards of 20 miles an hour, but at least we're going to have a few days to get out there and assess damage and start doing some cleanup and do repair work as needed as well from all the severe weather we've had over the past couple of weeks. Sunny skies through the afternoon and temperatures about average, right around the mid 70s out there. Clear skies through the evening hours and into the overnight, and a little bit chilly. Low 50s, maybe some upper 40s again. And then as mentioned, we head into next week. Thunderstorm chances return to our forecast by Monday. We're going to spend most of our Monday without showers and thunderstorms out there. Now again, the good news, we've mentioned this through the morning, is at this point, unlike some of the events we've had over the past couple of weeks, there's nothing in the long range data that is screaming severe weather. But we are still in severe weather season, so we want to keep an eye on these thunderstorm chances. But at least right now, there's nothing that's saying this is going to be something we need to be worried about. But again, it's still severe weather season. We'll watch the model data, the latest trends and forecast information. Keep an eye on these thunderstorms. But at this point, we're looking at thunderstorm chances throughout the day on Monday. It's a pretty soggy day for us. Then we'll clear out overnight and into our Tuesday. Tuesday, looking fantastic. Partly cloudy skies and temperatures mild into the upper 70s. And then by late Tuesday, off to our northwest, another disturbance coming in. More shower and thunderstorm chances as we go into our Wednesday. So we begin Wednesday, morning commute, showers, thunderstorms. These will be scattered. There will be breaks in between the storms, and in between, we're going to warm up. We're going to be back into the upper 70s again, pushing close to 80, but the scattered thunderstorm chances will stick with us throughout the entire day. Then we go overnight, more scattered showers and thunderstorms. The darker greens and yellows indicating the possibility of some heavy rain. We'll have better chances of showers and thunderstorms throughout the day on Thursday as well. Tomorrow, looking to be a little cooler, maybe a stray cloud or two, low 70s. We head into the weekend, maybe an evening shower to Sunday. Otherwise, looking good. 70s, upper 70s out there. Thunderstorms Monday, pretty decent Tuesday. More thunderstorm chances again Wednesday and Thursday. And then we're looking to clear out once again by the end of next week. And look at Saturday, temperatures into the low 80s. That's a check of your forecast. We're back with more of the KOAM Morning News right after this.
Aaron Lewis, every time.
Well, many residents in Barnsdall, Oklahoma are looking for somewhere to turn following Monday's devastating EF4 tornado.
Although many organizations are offering supplies, one pop-up help center is offering something unique. Corey Duke introduces us to one man who is on a solo mission to offer hope.
It's been the request of many residents I've spoken to. Not food,
water, or even clothes, but something less tangible. Prayer.
I know prayers work. It's just the power is in the prayer itself. And, you can't lose hope. And that's where our hope is. It's in God.
Paul Chapman's humble setup along the streets of Barnsdall offers spoken prayer or something else for those who may be hesitant.
And you don't really feel like you don't want to open up to a stranger, or you just don't feel like discussing it. So we'll put these cards out in a pen, and I tell the individual, if you like to, just leave your prayer at the cross.
Paul wears his heart on his sleeve, a man from Odessa, Texas, who says he just felt called to help.
That's what we do, is our brothers and sisters. Doesn't matter if it's Oklahoma, if it's Illinois, if it's California or Texas, or in our backyard or our front yard or whichever. We're still, if we all put our hands together across each state, we'll be touching each other. We're neighbors.
Paul took the nearly 600-mile drive down to Oklahoma, not once, but twice. He was in Sulphur just last week after a tornado also left people in dire need. The aftermath of that EF4 tornado in Barnsdall shaking a community to its core, some losing everything, which is why Paul tells me he took action.
Mostly I just, love, just showing God's love. I can feed their bellies, I can feed their stomachs.
And he plans to do just that, offering burgers and sausages to anyone who stops by. A side of prayer is also on the menu.
That's the most important thing, is prayer. Because this community is going to build together. They're going to come back, they're going to bond, they're going to build together stronger. There's no question about it. And God's right in the heart of it.
Certainly a devastating circumstance, but it's great to see people, uniting after this tragedy.
Yeah, and they're going to need a lot of assistance to get things back together.
Absolutely.
But as we learned, here in Joplin years ago, it can happen.
Yes.
You can come back, you'll build back stronger, and I'm sure that's exactly what the folks in Barnsdall are going to do. The good news is for us, we don't have to worry about any severe weather for the next several days across the area, and starting today, much calmer conditions. Let's take a quick look at temperatures. 51, 51 in Joplin right now. Skies are clear. Temperatures around the region. Bit of a cool start for some of us. We're getting into the 50s out there. In Miami, taking the cake. 60 degrees right now. As we get our morning underway, sunny skies out there. We're going to make it into the low 70s by late morning. Highs today looking to be about average as we go into the mid 70s. Sunny skies and having to deal with some occasional northeast wind gusts upwards of 20 miles an hour. Clear through the evening and overnight. Another cool one though, falling back into the upper 40s and low 50s. And we've got our thunderstorm chances next week. Again, at this point, nothing shouting severe, but it is still severe weather season, so we'll keep an eye on the thunderstorms as we head into next week. Spending most of Monday with showers and thunderstorms across the area. Tuesday looks good, warming up upper 70s, partly cloudy skies. And as we head into early Wednesday morning, more shower and thunderstorm chances out there. These will be scattered, so in between the storms, we're going to warm up upper 70s, maybe even some low 80s. More showers and storms through the evening and overnight hours Wednesday, and more showers and thunderstorms for us on our Thursday next week as well. So enjoy the next few days and have an opportunity to dry out. Welcome to our look at your forecast, including the extended forecast and the news you need to know right after this.
It's never happened before, and it may never happen.
Well, here's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door. Parts of the 4 states are dealing with the aftermath of Wednesday's storms. In Miami, Oklahoma, several homes took severe damage, while other parts of the city received only minor damages and downed trees. In Monette, Missouri, fallen trees have knocking down power lines throughout the city. Multiple buildings are damaged, including a McDonald's and a Walmart. City officials are saying the cleanup could take several weeks. As of this time, no injuries have been reported. The Joplin school storm shelters opened to the public yesterday afternoon in light of severe storm threat. The storm shelters are set to automatically unlock in any of 3 circumstances. The doors to the storm shelters automatically unlock if a tornado warning is issued anywhere in Jasper County, if the Joplin tornado sirens are activated, or if there is an active tornado on the ground or tornado threat in a neighboring county. And some electric customers in the Joplin area are still dealing with power outages caused by Monday's storm. Liberty Utilities' Facebook page reports that during the height of the storm, more than 17,000 customers did not have power. According to Liberty Utilities' outages map, 102 customers were still experiencing outages as of 4 p.m. yesterday.
And an opportunity to clean up and start repairing. things out there, damage from the storms, because we are going to be much calmer as we go through the next few days. Sunny skies, northeast winds occasionally gusting to 20, temperatures about average, mid-70s. Clear skies continuing through the evening and into the overnight hours. Another cool one, though, as we fall back into the upper 40s and into the low 50s out there. We'll stay dry heading into the weekend, upper 70s Saturday and Sunday. Maybe a stray shower Sunday evening. More thunderstorm chances next Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday out there, so we'll keep an eye on those for you. But otherwise, at least we got a few days to get out there and again clean up and do some repair work and just assess everything that's happened over the last couple of weeks.
Absolutely. Well, Bolivia launched the International Year of Camulids on Tuesday with an exhibition that gathered participants throughout the production chain. The UN proclaimed 2024 as the International Year of the Camulids to honor the animal's key role in the economy and culture of 90 countries, including Bolivia.
In the South American nation, there are over 3 million camulids, a family made up of llamas, alpacas, vicunas, and guanacos, of which 2 million are llamas. It's a lot of llamas.
That is a lot of llamas.
That is a lot of llamas in one place. A lot of llamas. A lot of llamas.
Try saying that 10
Yeah.
times fast.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for letting us put the good in your morning. We'll be back with more news and weather today at noon.
Have a great rest of your morning.